The microphone.
Yeah. Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy Jordan in the middle, and my man Justin J.F. Fiorillo in the building. What's good, y'all? What's up with y'all, man?
Hey, man. Blessed to be living another day, but on a sports term, my heart, man, is broken. I mean, shattered.
Man, listen, it is not good for Philadelphia fans right now. You know what I mean? You get the Phillies that went out last night to the Dodgers, you know what I'm saying? And then we turned around. And we know this is really supposed to be a 2-2 series for Phillies and the Dodgers. For us all, it's supposed to be a 2-2 series. We had the lead. We was up 3-0. They came back on us. And then last night, the Kirkering. And I don't know what in God's name was going through his mind. I don't know. Throw the ball to first base, baby. You know what I mean? He fumbled the ball and everything. He 24 years old. He young. He had a good season, you know what I'm saying? But the moment was too big for him. It was way too big, and he folded under that immense amount of pressure. So,
I put it right up there with the Kawhi Leonard shot. I put it right up there with the Alshon Jeffrey drop in the playoffs. I put it right up there with you name it, man. There's so many terrible Philly sports moments, and that was one of them for sure.
Oh, my God. And not to mention, last night, we let the Giants get their first division win in multiple years against us. And guess what? Their best player ain't even playing. Malik Neighbors ain't out there. Darius Slayton ain't out there. They had Jackson Dart out there, and he was darting our ass up. You know what I mean? Darting our ass up. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what? Listen, man, we ain't going to waste no more time. For the viewers right now, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. We ain't going to waste no more time. As I mentioned, let's go ahead, jump right into it, man. We told y'all, and if y'all know by now, the New York Giants handed the Philadelphia Eagles their second straight loss after a 34-17 win in the Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium. Before we get into the actual question, let me go ahead and let you hear what Jalen Hurts had to say to the media. Here we go. Let's check it out.
It was the third straight game you guys didn't score a second half point. What's going on after the half?
I got to be better. I take ownership for it. You know, a lot of autonomy, a lot of opportunity there with the ball in my hands, and given those situations, I have to be wiser and more detailed with it. So always looking inward first, looking inward on the things that I can control. And, I see a lot of opportunity in this, and wasn't good enough on our end.
What happened on the interception?
Bad ball.
Bad ball on that interception, man. You heard Jalen Hurts, quarterback for Philadelphia Eagles, say his piece, man. You know what I mean? But JF, man, talk to me, dog. Who was the most to blame for last night's loss to the New York Giants, who they call the G-Men?
Well, it's everybody, right? That's the short, quick answer. But I mean, it might not specifically be everybody, but you win as a team and you lose as a team, right? So it's everybody, and we lost. Okay, it was a pathetic performance all around for the most part. Okay, but if you want me to start going through names, I'll start with Captain Obvious, Kevin Patullo. Okay, Kevin Patullo is not helping the situation right now. There's moments you give him some credit in the moments he's trying to adjust, but I'm not seeing it now through week 6. Okay, he's not making the adjustments that need to happen, and it's very concerning. Also, you obviously have AJ Brown. AJ Brown was open on that one play. Hurts missed him, so that's not AJ Brown's fault, right? But I'm saying AJ Brown. I'm saying Kevin Patullo. I'm saying all these guys because there's something going on maybe in that locker room, And if there's something going on in the locker room, it's like it doesn't matter how much talent's on that team. They're not playing as a team. There's something going on. They don't like Kevin Patullo, or Kevin Patullo doesn't like a certain play scheme or a player or something, or something's going on. And I don't think there's any hatred in the locker room, but there's definitely not everybody on the same page right now. And something got to change. So I think there's something in the locker room. Whoever's the person with the most blame is just whoever is dividing the locker room and dividing the team, because they are not playing as a team on the defensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball. In special teams, Tank Bigsby can't even catch a ball. You bring in A.J. Dillon, he can't catch the damn ball. I mean, our offense and our defense need help as it is, so we need good field position. We can't even get that, so the floor is yours.
Man, listen, dog. Whew. Hey, as we look at Jordan, you see, slide over some, Jordan. Slide over some. You see, my man Jordan is petty, okay? Let's see, that's the jersey that he owes me 2 jerseys. You know what I'm saying? That's the one he just got it for me, so let me clap him up for that. You know, let me clap him up.
Nice jersey. It's a pretty nice jersey.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Look, so he got that. He wants to let that be seen in the background. He wants the red or cut hair Eagle jersey to be seen. So let's give it up for Jordan, everyone. Let's give it up for Jordan. Where's it at? Let's give it up for Jordan, guys.
Thank you very much.
You talk, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, it's enough blame to go around with everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is. I'm not just going to put it all on one person. You feel what I'm saying? We all know Kevin Patullo sucks. We all know this. You feel what I'm saying? He sucks at play calling. You feel what I mean? It's just not enough. What I do admire is that the fact that he added the little shovel pass play when we get near the end zone. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had that before. So and I think he may have got that from the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? They used that play. It's a copycat league. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, ain't nothing wrong with being a copycat as long as you're copying the right cat. So it worked, but that lets me further know you was trying to get better somewhere. So I applaud him for that. You feel what I'm saying? But he doesn't know how to use the talent that he has around him. I've been saying this. I had this concern before the season started. I talked about it as soon as I heard, or we all heard, Kellen Moore was going to be getting up out of there. My concern level, I came in the season, JF, at a 5. Real shit, you know what I mean? And so speaking of Kevin Patullo, he's never called plays before. I used a Floyd Mayweather reference on this show, just not the last show we was on here. I said, I could be in the gym with Floyd Mayweather for 10 years in his prime. I could be the cut man. I could be taking the swelling down, putting the ice on the head, and putting the Vaseline on the cuts and all of that. But that don't mean I can jump up and start being a trainer for fight night. You feel me? And that's what Kevin Patullo is. He was a cut man just because he's been around. He's been around the organization. You know what I mean? Passing game coordinator, blah, blah, blah. But you haven't been calling plays, so you can't be a trainer for fight night. You feel what I'm saying? Adoree Jackson and Kelly Ringo, they moved the ball downfield on those 2 guys the entire night, anytime they wanted to. They can't cover a bed with an oversized blanket. You understand me? These dudes, they had LaJordan Humphrey out there on the Giants getting money from the practice squad. LaJordan Humphrey's been in the league for years, but he hasn't been on the team. He's on the practice squad. They called him up because New York Giants receiver Darius Slayton was out for this game. He came in and had 4 catches for 55 yards. Jalen Hyatt, he hasn't caught a pass all season long. Guess when his first pass was? Against us last night. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you something. Howie Roseman needs to be on. He should have been on the phone during the game. During the game, he should have picked up the phone and said, look, we want to give up some of these picks. We need some corners out here. They should have called the Cleveland Browns to try to go get Denzel Ward. They already let Greg Newsome go. So that lets me further know that they're willing to give up some people. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As soon as we see Jackson Dart throw that 34-yard bomb to LaJordan Humphrey, that's when he should have picked the phone up and said, yeah, it's time to get busy. It's time to get busy out here because these dudes ain't going to cover nobody. D-line, we getting bullied all night long. The D tackles, we know Jalen Carter is out, Nolan Smith is out, and things like that. But if the D tackles is going to be in the linebackers' laps all night long, we ain't about to make no plays, no meaningful plays. All the plays you make is going to be downfield. That's why we gave up 172 yards on the ground. Offensively, we cannot block. We can't run block. We can't run block for shit. Brett Toth, the replacement for Landon Dickerson, man, he is a piece of work. He is not it. He is not it. Tyler Steen, I haven't believed in Tyler Steen yet, bro. I just haven't. He's so undisciplined still to this day. And I'm going to tell you right now, he had on a run play. It was on the end. I think it was Brian Burns. This dude lunged forward with his head down, no hands, no nothing, and thought he was going to make a block. No, it was on Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm sorry. Kayvon Thibodeau. What is that? That's not blocking. He makes so many mistakes in the blocking and the pass block game. And on top of that, I'm going to tell you something right now. Tyler Steen is going to be the reason that the tush push gets banned. Because now what they doing now, you already know they're trying to find any reason to get rid of it. They're trying to find any reason. And what they doing now is slow-mo replay.
The false starts. It's all the false starts now. Yeah.
And you can't tell, you know what I mean? when it's fast motion, when it's real deal lifetime, you can't tell because it's so fast. But
nobody could. No human with their eye could actually tell that in real time.
Right, but see now but like I said, they trying to find a way to get rid of it. So they keep slow-mo and everything. And the replay officials and Gene Steratore come on there and said, listen, if you slow-mo every play in the NFL, somebody's moving on the line. Somebody's moving early. So somebody's moving early. So we could do that all day long. You know what I mean? But the reason, the fact that he's doing that, his hands is coming up. Now, that's not the reason we're converting. We've been converting to touch push long before he was there. Long before he was even in the game or even there. So that's not the reason we're getting it, but that's going to be a reason that they ban that shit. And I'm going to tell you something else, bro. As much as we love Jalen Hurts, when we was down 10, you missed Devontae Smith wide open. That wasn't no slowing down on the play like last Sunday with A.J. Brown. That wasn't that. That was a bust coverage, and he was running wide open, and he overthrew him. He overthrew him. That would have cut the lead to 3. Would have cut it to 3. And then on top of that, when he hit, he didn't hit Jahan Dotson in the hands. It was a bad ball, like he explained, and he threw it behind him. That play, that's a routine throw for him. He makes that throw all the time. We see it every single game. Bro, but you had A.J. Brown right there in the middle. Right there in the middle. You feel what I'm saying? So me personally, I could talk about Kevin Patullo. I could talk about Adoree Jackson and Kelly Ringo giving up those yards, but guess what? We capitalized on those 2 possessions right there. They got the 34 points, the 34th point, or should I say, because of the interception. They ran the bitch all the way down to the 30 or the 20. They wasn't number 25, 30 yards to go, considering they've been moving the ball up and down the field, but we were getting stops, though. We were getting some stops. And with those 2 mishaps that Jalen Hurts had, the one miss to Devontae, and you miss A.J. Brown right there, that's 14 more points. That wins the game in my eyes. I can't put all the blame on him, but he got to take most of the blame for this game, baby. Jalen Hurts, absolutely. Because I just said, if he makes those, that's a wide, both of them was wide open. Both of them. The safety came down. Jalen Hurts threw that ball before the safety came down. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Right when the safety came down, he had already got rid of that ball. You feel what I'm saying? I think he should have waited a little longer, but I'm not going. It has to be a better throw. He makes the out route throw to Devontae and AJ. We see it all the time, but you threw it behind him. You feel me? But the easier throw was right there to AJ Brown in the middle. So I'm not going to put all of it on him, but he got to take most of this blame, baby, because even with the defense doing that, he complete that shit. I think we could have won the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. He totally missed that. Like, especially there were a couple throws, but especially the Devontae Smith play. I mean, he totally missed that. That was an overthrow, and that was a big play. I mean, that's what the pass game is missing right now is plays like that. So, it sucks, but yeah, it's rare that we have to say this. I mean, he's like the golden boy, right? Jalen Hurts, he never loses. He's undefeated. He's Jalen Hurts, but he was not very good last night. No.
And I'm gonna let you go, Joe. I'm tired of hearing. I'm being serious. I'm tired of hearing. Oh man, he do it. You know, they won 2 games. Only lost 2 games. In a year. That's the first second game losing streak since 2023. What the fuck that got to do with now? And so what? Whoop-de-doo. We're talking about right now. Yep. Right now. Oh, that's his first interception. People hit me up. Bro, chill out, bro. It ain't that deep. It's his first interception of the year. It came at the wrong time. Dude, you should have did that shit in the first quarter.
Yeah. And
so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that shit. No, nigga. No. Hell no. Go ahead, Jordan.
I mean, hold on. My bad.
This has to flex again on you.
Yeah. He loving this.
Nah, yo, honestly, listen. If we gon' this has not been a situation. This is what I think you guys, I think a lot of people, not a lot of people, most people are going to overreact to this as in be like go off on this situation. But this has been happening for a minute now. You mean like the way that your offense has been moving, the way that it's been, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys are like, you know, one of the worst in the passing game at the moment. You can't run the ball at the moment. You know what I'm saying? No one can block anyone. Last year, it's like you guys was a Great Wall of China, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like Niggas can't block from my man Saquon at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, fire up the giant pack. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Dart was putting belt to ass, my nigga. BTA all day. We
Oh
got to
man,
keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this nigga Dart was out there looking like prime Michael Vick.
he sure
You know what I'm
was.
saying?
Yeah.
Dancing around in the pocket like he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Hmm.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like it was. I'm looking over there like, what the fuck is going on right now? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But realistically, if we go, you're gonna obviously. I think a lot of the blame is gonna go off your offensive coordinator, right? I think this is something that's been brewing for a while now. So this is not just something that's just now. You know what I'm saying? And we repeating the same shit. But even still through all that, I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be on Jalen Hurts because it was 2017 when he missed that throw. He gets that throw, y'all take the lead.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was 2017 when he missed that throw to Devontae Smith. I think, and if that could change the outcome, or that could change the course of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna put more pressure on a Dart. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know how he's gonna be in those pressure situations. You know what I'm saying? So when it was 2017, you missed that throw. And then when he missed that opportunity in the end zone, when he threw that bad pass where he threw it a bit too late. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And he had AJ Brown down in the middle. I'm just thinking, why is AJ Brown not your first option? Why wasn't he the first option on that throw? It doesn't make any sense to me.
AJ Brown said
Or
AJ in the interview. AJ Brown said he threw it to the man's side because his side was zoned or whatever. That was AJ
no, there was no.
Brown's
It was a
explanation.
cover zero. It was a cover zero.
I'm just going off what AJ Brown was talking.
I
I'm
mean,
just going off what
forget
he said.
about what he was talking about. What we see, we can look at the replay, go over and over. It was a cover zero. There was he was one on one with their guy. You seen it? I know
Yeah,
you seen it.
yeah. The safety came down for sure. It wasn't no safety
And
back there
he
for
and
sure.
he and he and he and he and he had a slant, and he was clearly free.
Yeah,
The tight end also would have been maybe the another play because he went and he had a curl and he was right there. So especially if that linebacker is the one that's blitzing, the tight end would be the one that is also free.
mm,
You understand what I'm saying? So he's got to be able to make that read. But see, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, just because you make a couple bad plays, all of a sudden Jalen Hurts is a bad player.
no,
No, but we're just
no.
gonna say if because those plays that play, I think the Devontae Smith play was the play that changed the outcome of that game. Because then right after that, they came down and they scored. You understand?
Yeah,
Then right after the pick, they came down and scored. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always say this. You could ask Big Mike. I always say all turnovers aren't created equal.
no.
If you have an interception in the first half or in the first quarter, it's not the same as having a turnover in the fourth quarter at the end of the game when the team is, when it's 25-23 or whatever the case may be. It's totally different. So to be
Yeah.
honest with you, I'm gonna put that most of it's gonna go on to Hurts. You understand? Because he did not play a good game. He did not play a good game, especially in the second half, let's just say. Did not play a good second half of the game.
Yeah,
And the
second half
offensive
for sure.
coordinator. Yeah, because the offensive coordinator, because with all this talent on the offensive side of the ball, niggas should not be 20 something rank and on offense. It should not be. It should not be. And that's the issue because the defense was playing decently well. If you're talking about throughout the first couple of a few games, or what it is from, especially previously, for what you guys used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be very clear. So those have to go to the blame there. And I don't want to sit there and act like things are going on in the change room because AJ Brown's been like this and they've won.
Hmm.
You guys been had this. It's not something new. You know what I'm saying? He's always been kind of a diva or whatever the case. But most wide receivers are like that because, like I was saying on the chat to these guys, it's different. And Ocho Senko repeats the same sentiments as I'm going to say. You need to get numbers to get paid. You're not
Hmm.
just going to get paid if you just win. This is not a quarterback stat. Oh, the wide receivers don't get, oh, if you win, you get paid. That's not the case. That's more of a quarterback.
He
You
already
understand what I'm
got
saying?
paid.
Huh?
He
Doesn't
been
matter.
paid
Doesn't matter.
twice.
His next pay. Niggas want to
Yeah.
get paid. You know what I'm saying? So if you come in and if you are not getting the amount of numbers, he is nowhere close to getting 1,000 yards. So maybe the next time they go and he wants to go and re-up and get a new contract, they're gonna look at the numbers. So that's why he's going and saying, oh, like whatever he could be doing, like complaining or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying he ain't a winner because of that. I'm not saying he ain't whatever, like he's won already. He's made plays at the biggest stage. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to sit here and act like he hasn't. He's not a winner. He hasn't won. He's done that. But he also wants to get his numbers. So I can kind of understand it if their passing game is not so great. But that's something that you have to go with the offensive corner. They got to fix that. You know what I'm saying? Just have a more of a balance. Because last year was niggas, everything was wide open, man. This shit was the lanes was open. Lanes was open like we were in the Formula One, my nigga. Like it was crazy. You
Killing
understand what
more,
I'm saying?
killing more.
Last year,
Yeah.
it was
And Makai
crazy.
Becton, we had some offensive line pieces that
Yeah,
helped for sure.
I back to he ain't
like
saying
like
me.
it
Fuck
like
that.
it was crazy, but now that ain't the case at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't the case. So y'all got some worries, but it's still 4-2. You understand what I'm saying? You can go get back later on. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the end of the world. You feel what I'm saying? But it is worrying because other teams in your conference are playing good ball. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say about your team, man. Ain't nothing too crazy.
All right. So Lane Johnson, obviously, he had something to say after the game that came to him at his locker, and he had something to say. Let's hear what he had to say.
Like I said, we have spurts, but nothing consistent enough. So
What about adjustments? This is the third straight week that you guys have failed to score a point
Yeah.
in the second quarter.
Yeah.
What's happening in terms of adjustments?
I mean, we have things that we talk about, and then a lot of it goes out there, and the execution isn't there. We get behind the chains. I get very predictable. I think sometimes, and so yeah, I mean it's frustrating, but we have a lot of season ahead of us, and confident with the guys in this room and how we work to get it fixed and to make games not so hard on ourselves, make it more fluid. It's frustrating, but as professionals, we got to fix it, and that's what we're going to try
I'm
to
sure
do.
there's not an easy answer.
Lane Johnson said we get behind the chains, we predictable. You know what I mean? Haven't we heard this before, JF? What was this about 2023? We heard all this predictable, no creativity. We heard all of this stuff, didn't we? You know what I mean? So the question is this: do you believe that the Eagles could turn it around, or does this have 2023 written all over again? Talk to me, JF. Talk to us.
Yeah, that's a great question. That is the question because look, they have 2 losses right now, right? So there's 2 circumstances in recent history where we can go off of them having 2 losses with 2 totally different outcomes, okay? Last year, when they were at 2-2, remember Saquon dropped the ball that Monday night home game against the Falcons. They get
Yep.
blown out in Tampa Bay. They
Yep.
have 2 losses. Everyone wants to fire Sirianni. They win the damn Super Bowl. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
2023, where we're kind of the questions referring to.
Mm-hmm.
The way the football looks, it does kind of have those vibes written all over it because that team was 10-1. They went into Arrowhead. They beat the Chiefs. They, they were in the Super Bowl the year before. Everybody was praising them, and then they had the Big Dom incident with the 40. They collapsed. They just totally collapsed. Right? It was they never were the same. They never were recovered. And I'm afraid that this team right now, um, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they have more last year's vibes, obviously. But the way the football looks, it just feels like 2023. It just the way the offense is. It's similar to the Brian Johnson era. It's that similar bad offensive bad play calling. So it has the vibes of that. But I certainly hope, and I expect I'm wrong. I think we all, as diehard Eagle fans, I think we know there's too much damn talent on the team for them to be like this. Like something has to get fixed. Whether Howie Roseman does actually go and fire Patullo, or he does bring in, a star cornerback or something and trade away 2 first-round picks. I don't know what's going to happen, but we know there's too much talent on this team to just let it collapse like this, right? Something has to happen because if it is like 2023, that's not good. Because this was the year. If anybody had a chance to go back to back and start to build something of a real dynasty, it was this Philadelphia Eagles team. But I hope I'm wrong, and we'll see.
Yeah. And when you talk about the play calling, because that's what everybody's talking about, the play calling. You know what I mean? We look how we looked on defense in 23. You know what I mean?
On defense, yeah, on defense too, yeah.
And then we get Vic Fangio in this thing.
Secondary, yeah, especially the secondary.
And then we get Vic Fangio, then boom. Boom. Now, do we have some key additions, Quinyon and Coop, you know what I'm saying? We did, you know what I mean? But if that
Vic's
was
still here. Vic's still here.
Yeah, but if that was Sean Desai, it wouldn't be that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see, this has 2023 written all over to me. I don't think it's gonna get turned around. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. Like, I mean, the only thing different is we're not last and second to last in all the defensive categories and shit. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. We don't know how long Quinyon gonna be out. We don't know how long he's gonna be out. It's a hamstring. You know what I mean? He might be out for a few weeks. Who knows? as long as Adoree Jackson and Kelly Ringo is out there, that passing game, we're only going to fall, and it's going to look like 2023 stats. You feel what I'm saying? And if we get in the line, if the D tackles are getting pushed back 3, 4, 5 yards, the rushing average for other teams is going to go up, which is going to make us come down. Okay, and then it's going to be what again? Hero ball. I mentioned, I come out here and mentioned Jalen Hurts. He had 4 game-winning drives and 3 fourth-quarter comebacks this year. Let that sink in. Like I know, if we didn't have the ball last, we was going home because they was going to walk downfield and score. That's 7 games I just mentioned. So if we don't have 4 game-winning drives and 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, you telling me we only win 4 games that year? That's what you're telling me. That's exactly what that means. And with Kevin Patullo doing not doing what he's supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? He hasn't done this before. He's going from a cut man to a trainer for fight night, you know what I mean, with no fucking experience, you know what I mean? I don't see this getting no better. It looks the same. It's the same stuff again. It's the same stuff, different season. This is like Law and Order SVU. For every season, they're going to be taking away the murderers. They're going to be taking away the rapists and all of that, but it's just going to be a new face. It's going to be a different season. You know what I mean? And this is what it is for us. High, low, high, low. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to turn it around offensively. I don't. Defensively, I mean, and like you said, unless he going to go out here and get some corners, you know what I'm saying? I said it last night. I put it in my Instagram story last night. I said he should be out there on the phones trying to get Denzel Ward. If we ain't going to get no corners out here, bro, it's a wrap. They're going to move the ball downfield, and we're going to be forced to try to play hero ball again. That shit look good for the resume. Oh, he's got 4 game-winning. I don't get that. We ain't going to win like that, bro. We already seen that. We seen this shit already. This is like 2023 part 2. You got lethal weapons. You got lethal weapons 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2023 Eagles part 2. This is what it is.
Feels like it. It's scary.
That's what it feels like to me. So shit. I don't know, bro.
Well, let me ask you a follow-up question real quick. Next week they play at Minnesota or whatever. If they go in and they lose that game, right? And then Howie Roseman they'd actually fire Kevin Patullo, and then he goes and gets like a star cornerback and he goes get some defensive help. Would you think then like, okay, there's been enough of this is it, we made some massive change that we're going to turn the ship around then? Or, I mean, I hope it doesn't get to that. Or like, you still thinking like, I'm sorry, there's something flawed with this team structurally?
Well, it depends if they fire Kevin Patullo, who you going to bring in?
Well,
right now. And then
true, but it ain't Kevin Patullo anymore. So it's like,
with Nick picking motherfuckers, he can't pick nobody. He picked Brian Johnson and he picked Kevin Patullo. I obviously stop bringing motherfuckers in internally that ain't never did it before. Stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. Hey, let's give this guy a chance. Boy, fuck you. You ain't never did this shit before. Nah, you ain't getting not here. You ain't getting no motherfuckers. We need somebody with veteran shit that know what the fuck they doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I brought up. Look at Daniel Jones. Nobody thought Daniel Jones was going to do what he was doing. Was going to be doing what he's doing right now. Why he doing that? Who he got as his OC? As his head coach and play caller, Shane Steichen, who we had in 2022. We look potent. Yeah. Look at Mac Jones out there in San Fran right now. Look at Mac Jones. Why? He got a great coach and play caller in Kyle Shanahan. They put their quarterbacks in great position, man, to be great, and that's what it takes.
Yeah,
that's what it takes. So yeah, I don't think this shit is gonna get turned around, bro. I don't. I'm sorry.
I hope you're wrong.
I hope I am too. But look at it. We listen. Turning it around to me is not. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it to the. No, turning it around is Super Bowl. We're going back.
Yeah,
that's what turning it around is to me. Look at what we got out here. This the same fucking team, dog. Without obviously we lost a lot of guys, but I'm just saying offensively.
Yeah.
10 of 11 starters is back. You know what I'm saying? We look different on defense, but look at the offense. Look at what we got out there. And we get 17 points again? Stop it, bro. Stop it.
I mean, you just realistically, it's just you have more because it's hard to go back-to-back champions. You're already going to have a hard time to win again.
We have a better chance with Kellen Moore for damn sure.
That's just the reality of the situation. There's not many teams in the history of the damn sport to do that. So I mean, realistically, I would assume so you wouldn't have got back to there anyway.
I'm not saying that because we have another year up under Kellen Moore. who knows us through and through. His schemes and his blocking scheme and his passing scheme and all of that, it's not there no more. It's not there no more. You know what I mean? It's different. You know what I mean? Look at how we've been playing defense to start the season. Okay, we got Kellen Moore back in this thing, and he know how he want to operate shit now. It'd have been worse. Or we could have picked up where we left off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen, that doesn't guarantee a Super Bowl win, Jordan. I'm not saying we're going to do that. I'm just saying with another year under Kellen Moore, and you know your guys now. You know them. No, we gonna come out firing.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe. But I mean, I just it was always gonna be an uphill climb to try and go win another Super Bowl.
Yeah,
anyway.
for sure.
It's just the
Yeah,
reality.
ain't
It's just the
no
reality.
loss.
It's just like just the numbers. Mean it's just the numbers. So
Okay.
that's all I'm saying.
All right.
You know.
All right. Listen. Now you asked me, if he wouldn't fire, if Howie wouldn't fired, you know what I mean, Kevin Patullo, blah 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 blah, would things be different, whatever the case may be. Well, I got another question for you. If this season right here doesn't get better, should there be a coaching change at season's end in Philadelphia? Talk to me, JF.
No, because I mean, Nick Sirianni won the Super Bowl last year. I think that grants
that's
you
crazy.
no matter what. Almost, it grants you a year. I mean, it should definitely. I mean, you won the damn Super Bowl. But I will counter answer your question here and give you a counter proposal. I mean, if they literally self implode, I'm talking about like win 1 or 2 games the rest of this season. Then there obviously has to be some questions of like what the hell's going on. I mean, is there a leadership issue? Is this a real big problem? If this is, if they can win enough games to make it in the wild card and still underperform, but they can just get there to the playoffs and keep that Sirianni playoff streak alive, and and win some football games still, and the offense still kind of sucks, and we fire Patullo in the offseason and bring in whatever, right? Then I guess we don't make a massive change. But like if we just self implode and collapse the rest of the season, I mean, I mean that's concerning, man. I mean that's like what's going on. That is indicative of bad coaching, because that's like you're not leading the team. You're just like there's too much talent to like be a freaking 4-13 team or something, So that's the only way I would even consider it. But I would say no. Not for next season. Yeah.
You can't fire that, bro. You can't fire him after just winning a Super Bowl. That's crazy talk. Implode or not, there's no way you're gonna fire somebody. Why the hell would you fire someone? Why is this even a question? Who thinks that he should be fired after winning a Super Bowl and then having a tough season next season? Who thinks that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
What? Oh, you want me to go? Want me to give you what I got?
I'm asking you a question. Who thinks that? Like, who in this world thinks that he should be fired?
I don't know. That's why it's a motherfucking question. Are you going to answer? Okay, you want me to? You done? You want me to go?
It's a ridiculous question.
Okay, understand. This is what I did. Like shit. Like they just won the Super Bowl last year. I want you to hear me out. JF. I want you to hear me out. Okay. When I come out here, I said this about Nick Sirianni before. This is what I said about Nick Sirianni. We go back to 2021, right? Him and Shane, he was calling plays first. And then Shane Steichen took over calling them plays. Okay? We look over in 2022, we look potent. Very good. Shane Steichen's in control. He doing what he do. We look good. Now he's gone. 2023, Brian Johnson comes in this motherfucker throughout the whole, and from week 1, Jordan knows I came out here and I was complaining. From the first game against the Patriots, I was complaining about how we looked. And we continue to look like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, man, we didn't look like this last year with Shane Steichen. Is Nick Sirianni going to step in and say, hey, look, no. This is not what we do. We're going to do this and we're going to do this. And this is what we need to do. Because the play calling was absolutely horrendous. It was so horrendous. Brian Johnson, when you leave offensive coordinator, you're supposed to go up. He went down. He's on the sideline with the Commanders as a passing game coordinator. How you go from OC back down to that? Because you wasn't shit. So I'm like, well, damn, is Nick Sirianni gonna step in and get things together as the head coach? No, he didn't. So I'm like, well, damn. Well, what was he doing? Was it all Shane Steichen? Now, obviously, you're going to have some input. You're going to say yes, and okay to this, but the play calling is not you. That's not what you're doing. That's Shane. Now we got Brian Johnson, and it looks terrible, and it can't get fixed. And I said going into last season, I said, if Kellen Moore come here and we look good after looking so terrible, and all of a sudden we look good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we started out 2-2. You know what I mean? We know what happened with the Falcons. Cool. Could have been 3-1, whatever. Now, Tampa Bay, we got blew out. No AJ, no Devontae, no Lane. We got our ass whooped. Cool. But the rest of that season, he got it right. Got it together. You know what I'm saying? And we whooping teams' ass. Went on and beat the shit out the fucking Chiefs in the Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying? That's under Kellen Moore. So I said, if he comes here and we look good after looking so terrible, well, what the hell is Nick Sirianni really doing? Because let's not forget to mention that last year at the beginning of the season, he was being so aggressive, leaving 9 points on the board, 7 points, 6 points on the board, and we was losing games because of that. He let Kellen Moore do his thing, and he stopped being so aggressive, and look how we looked. Now we in another situation where we got a Brian Johnson 2.0 in this motherfucker, and look how we having this conversations again. So how long are we going to sit here and be having this bullshit-ass offense going on and ain't nothing getting fixed? So it seems like it's the offensive coordinator that's coming in getting shit right versus Nick Sirianni. Because every time we have a poor offensive coordinator, we can continue to look poor all year long. When is the head coach going to step in and get things right and better? Huh? When? Yeah, we won the Super Bowl last year. He wasn't calling no fucking plays. I seen what he did when we had a sorry coordinator. How come it didn't get better with the head coach?
So what's the head coach's job?
Wait a minute. To oversee things and make better and make adjustments as well. And when things are not going right, you step in and take control or help out even more so we can get better. Don't continue to.
He had no influence.
No. I can say you have influence, but at the end of the day, when things is bad, like Brian Johnson, and where the influence at with Brian Johnson and Kevin Patullo, because I know Shane Steichen was great enough to go get a head coaching job. Brian Johnson was not good enough. He went down. Where the fuck is Kevin Patullo gonna go if he get fired? He ain't getting no head coaching job at all whatsoever. Kellen Moore, he left and got a head coaching job. Those were great guys. So where the influence, it seemed to me, you got influence with the great guys. Where the influence at to uplift these guys right here?
So then the question is, if they go and turn this around and turn.
No. Answer the question. You just answer the question with a question. Answer my question. Where the influence at with these guys? Those guys already. Kellen Moore had the Dallas Cowboys #1 offense.
Sometimes you're gonna have times where things are just not going your way.
You know what?
That doesn't mean he's not a good head coach. Doesn't mean.
And you know what? It just seems that when it ain't going our way, it's because of a sorry offensive coordinator that he cannot help as well. And when we got a really good offensive coordinator, oh my God, we are great. Nick Sirianni, I don't see Nick. What the adjustment said, Jordan? How come we look the way we look in the second half? How come we go from Incredible Hulk to Bruce Banner? Huh? Where's it at? Where's the consistency? Is he helping with that?
Oh shoot, someone left. But so how come? So my question is, so when you guys had a great offense but a bad defense, was that also his fault too?
No. What's Nick Sirianni's side of the ball is offense. That's his expertise. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's still overseeing things. Or
no. Listen. No, I get you. He can oversee things, but his expertise is not defense. It's not. His expertise is offense. He was on offense with the coach, with the Colts. He came from the Indianapolis Colts, bro. What he does is offense, and he's not stepping up to the plate and making the offense better. He's not. If it has, show me where. Show me where.
So because he was an offense, and he got the head coaching job now you're saying, because he was an offensive coordinator and then he got a head coaching job, now that's what his expertise is, and then what? He has no influence anywhere else on the team?
What?
As a head coach?
What did you just say?
So what was he before he went to Philadelphia?
He was with the Indianapolis coach on the offensive coaching staff. He wasn't a head coach.
Okay, yeah. So he was on the offensive side of the ball in terms of the coach over there. So because he comes over here now when he becomes a head coach, he doesn't have influence on both sides of the ball. It's just only on the one side of the ball.
No, I'm not saying. I just explained it to you. His expertise is offense. He's going to leave the defense up to the defensive specialists, and he's going to expect them to do their job. That's what he's going to do. How's he gonna go together? How's he gonna go? Obviously, he's an offensive. He's supposed to be an offensive-minded guy. So I'm assuming you can go in there and help the defense with their game plan. Well, if I was an offensive guy, I would do this when you come out here in this defense. I would do this. I would do that. He could probably give his input, but like Mike Tomlin, the main side of him is defense. Look at Andy Reid. It's offense. You think he might be in the room with Steve Spagnuolo with the Chiefs? He might be.
Of course, he's the head coach.
Oh, but okay. But what I'm saying is, where's Nick Sirianni's influence when things ain't going right? When we got Brian Johnson and now Kevin Patullo, we look bad. We look bad.
But what the thing is, if you can mention those things, but you also, it's not just going. You can't just go when things are not going well. But you have to do the both sides too, brother. Can't just be one.
Jordan, you're not making no sense, man. Not making no sense.
You're not listening. What I'm saying is very simple.
Listen,
okay, look at hold on.
Vic Fangio got the defense, baby. Vic Fangio got the defense. What he doing on the offensive side of the ball? Let me know.
So what I'm saying is this, JF. Listen to me, because maybe he's not hearing right. So listen. listen. What I'm saying is, we can't, when things are going bad, you blame it all on what's his name. But if things are going good, like, why is it just, if things are going good, oh, he had a great this, he had a great that. But when things are going bad, it's, oh, why can't you help uplift this? Why is it so extreme like that? Why?
How can you answer that question? Is that a real question, dog?
Why it shouldn't be that extreme, though.
I just sat here and explained all of this shit, and you think you don't got the answer yet? I'm done, man.
It shouldn't be that extreme.
Yeah, am I making any sense? Am I making any sense? You a lenient ass nigga, dog. You football. You lenient, and you ain't no, bro. You don't make no sense. I just sat here and said all of this shit, and it's facts. It's factual. Why? Okay, why is he not uplifting the offense right now? Where's it at? Why we look the way we look? And he's supposed to be he's an offensive-minded guy, and he's the head coach. Where's his influence at? I know influence. Jim Harbaugh, that's influence. Jim Harbaugh will go to Stanford and raise them and build them up. And then he'll be at the Niners and bring them up. Then he'll go to motherfucking Michigan and win a national championship. And then he'll come to the Chargers and have them looking good as well. That's influence. That's influence.
A good way to...
Chargers is terrible.
But they were better. They were better with Jim Harbaugh. Where is the influence from Nick Sirianni?
We'll see. We'll see about that.
No, Jordan, it's already known that they're better with Jim Harbaugh. And he went to Stanford and built that up. He went to Michigan and won a national championship. He took the 49ers and did great things. That's influence.
Before Philly pops the blood vessel, JF, go.
He can't answer my question. That's why he wants you to go.
No, I already said that.
JF. No, you don't have
this is certainly entertaining. This is certainly entertaining, but I think in defense, like a little bit of defense of what Big Mike's trying to say here, like I want to see, like as an Eagle fan, I want to see the brilliance of Nick Sirianni has some effect on this offense. Like I want to see, when you watch the Kansas City Chiefs play, you could say that's an Andy Reid offense, right? When you see a so-and-so team play, you could say that's the team offense.
Kansas City's been carried by their defense for a while now.
Listen, and that's fine.
Their defense is very underrated. I'll give you that. Yeah,
they have had great phenomenal years.
Yeah, I mean, because you're gonna give him some leeway, because obviously Andy Reid's such a genius on the offensive side of the ball. So if he has a couple of 1 or 2 seasons where it's not looking the greatest, they blame it on their weapons and blah 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 blah. But I understand that. But keep going.
Well, and just like what I was saying, like Andy Reid, like you could just tell, like that his mind of the football mind is his imprint on the offensive side of the ball. When the offense is struggling right now, as an Eagles fan, there's that drive. That's a Sirianni drive right there. That's his signature blank play calls that get us out of a rut. And right now, I'm not seeing that. Now, to the point of last year, maybe there was the chance, literally, of fire Sirianni last year, and whatever it was. Give him credit. He turned it around and we won the damn thing. But it's like, it's like I want to see more of I don't want to have all these offensive coordinator questions. I want to talk about I want the head coach to still be on defense and offense on both sides of the ball, to be honest. I want him to have some more power. I mean, he can make these executive decisions. But and maybe he is. What if Kevin Patullo is actually calling a decent play and Sirianni's overriding it, and we're getting on these screwed up drives and stuff? What if that's the case, and we're just not hearing about that in the media? So I don't know, but I just want Sirianni to show his genius to us, kind of, and make this offense go somehow. That's all I want.
JF, let me tell you something before we move on, because I know
Yeah.
you got to get up out of here. JF, let me tell you something. Watch this. How do we know Nick Sirianni want that pressure? This Philadelphia we talking about, baby. This ain't some small market team, baby. Okay, this is Philadelphia, who has been rated the #1 sports town for multiple years. Oh yeah, you know how I get in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? It gets wild. You understand me? How do we know? Because once you get rid of somebody, that means the guy you brought in, or who's going to be stepping in doing this, he's the guy. He's the guy. And if Nick Sirianni was to do that, I don't think he would live up to that moment. And I don't think he knows he wouldn't live up to that moment. You see, when we look terrible on defense, 23, shit, they made that change. Sean DeSaw for Matt Patricia. And look how that went. We gave him more yards and more touchdowns and more everything, more points. You know what I'm saying? They made that switch. How come he won't step in and switch something up when things ain't going good? Maybe he don't want that pressure.
That's right. And I mentioned it was Howie Roseman. It's actually, I think, the head coach that makes that. Is he not? Like, I forget the structure of power. I think Sirianni would fire his coordinator, not Roseman per se.
Yeah, that's how it should be going. But obviously, you know, they're gonna run it by Howie anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's like both of them kind of, but it's like it's kind of the coach.
If that's what the coach wants, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I can't work with this guy. I can't. I can't work with him. You know what I mean? He's gonna let that guy go. That's what he's gonna do.
I tell you what, man, my patience is already wearing thin. I don't even have any more patience. But you can't. If this happens against the Vikings, unless they win 42-10 and like finally get shit together, we got serious issues. We got issues this year.
Let me ask you a quick thing, real quick. He made the move for Sean DeSaw. For Matt Patricia. That got worse.
Yeah.
He brought up Brian Johnson from the passing game coordinator. He's been around us. He's been in the facility for a while. He knows what we do. He knows our guys. Terrible decision. You bring up Kevin Patullo. You know what I'm saying? You bring that up. Well, god damn.
Yeah.
God damn. All right. Cool. I don't think the decision making is too swell. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I'll tell you something right now. Fuck it. I'm done. Fuck it. Anyway, so JF, man, listen. If you want to go, my brother, know you got things going on. You know what I mean? That's cool. You know, we appreciate you for coming on, giving us some of your time, bro. You know what I mean? So,
dude, I appreciate you guys as always. Great show, great time, and I'll be on the show whenever you need me. And next time I come on, they will win the damn game. You heard it here first.
Right. And before you go, do you have time? Do you have time for another question? Because this is an NFC.
Yeah. Hit me with it.
Okay, we just seen Jackson Dart and the Giants last night beat us 34-17. Are you sold on the Giants as being a good team in the league with Jackson Dart as the starter? Talk to me.
I think so. I think they might be. I think he looked pretty damn athletic on that first couple drives, you know, running around like I think Jordan mentioned earlier, looking like Mike Vick or something earlier. I mean, he was pretty athletic. The thing about them is they kind of have right now what they don't have the record we have and they don't have the pedigree we have, but what the Giants have right now, we're kind of missing the fun team, everybody, you know, playing for each other vibe. And that's not what I see. You see them having fun, you know, that Scattaboo and him and whatever, they're just a riot together. Like we don't see that. Like there's no fun, there's no passion right now. It's contentious. It's not the same. So but to get to the actual question, I mean maybe it's a couple games in though. I mean, I don't know. He could be. I mean, how many times have we seen this before? The guy comes in and then you never hear about them again. You know, they had first couple hot games, but I like the way he plays. He's athletic. In today's day and age, you have to be an athletic dual threat quarterback. And he did that without his best player, Malik Neighbors. They got a decent running back. I like that Scattaboo guy, but once they get Neighbors back, I think Dart, Neighbors, Scattaboo. They'll they won't be like as good as the Commanders or us, but they could cause some headaches for us in the near future.
Yeah, I think they look. First game was against the Chargers. They got the win 21-18. He passed for only 111 yards the first game, but to hold that over his head, you know what I mean? They had they rushed. He was really killing them in the rush with the rushing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Linebackers,
His legs,
his legs, linebackers downfield, backs turn, cut out, or he evade the pressure, get up out of it. He can move, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I never was sold on the Chargers. No way. I think anybody could beat the Chargers on any given day. I don't care how good or bad the team is. I'm just not sold on the Chargers and Justin Herbert. And then they got the Saints last week, 5 turnovers. He couldn't hold the ball. He holding the ball like a loaf of bread, you know what I mean? And then this week he passing the ball over the field against us, but we got 2 sorry ass despicable corners. You feel what I'm saying? And he was just attacking them guys. I can go out there and complete passes against Adoree Jackson and Kelly Ringo right now as we speak. Right now, at this very moment, I can go do that. So I want to wait a little longer, you know what I mean, until, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, they play a good team, because in order to be a good team, you got to be beating the good teams. You know what I mean? So, and we don't look good right now, especially at the corner spot. So give it a little bit longer. They might be, I don't think they might be a little better, but I'm not sold on them yet. I can't be sold on them.
Hey, fun fact, we play the Giants October 26th, the end of this month. We already faced them again at the link. How about that?
Yeah. Well, hopefully, you know, some things have gotten better. Hopefully we've got some corners out there, because if not, they will have another field day. So,
hey, listen, I think that they definitely have a good young core. You know what I mean? With the Scatterboo, you know what I'm saying? Even I don't think he's like a great runner. I think he just runs over people. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then you have like he just runs over people. And then you have, obviously, they have Malik Neighbors. They got Slayton out there. You know what I'm saying? So they got some good pieces on the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And what do you think they're going to draft going forward? They're going to draft offensive line and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he was tap dancing over there. So I don't know how great that offensive line is, but he was tap dancing over there and, getting out of pocket. And he can move too. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good move though for them regardless, because you always want to find, everyone's looking for that franchise quarterback. And if he can be that, if he's showing signs of that, then it starts with the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It always starts with the quarterback. So if they found one in him, and he's shown promise at this very moment, it's not like he hasn't. He showed promise. So that means at least something good is coming on in New York right now. So you know what I'm saying? That's positive. At the end of the day, it's rather you can be like this, or you can be the Jets right now, who looks like I don't know, a loaf of bread right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Jets just look undisciplined. They look unprepared, bro. It's too much.
I don't know what's happening over there.
They just look unprepared, bro. Like I don't. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't. Aaron Glenn just don't look like he has the Jets prepared. All right, I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but when I watch him, I don't know the fault, that the penalties, the just the style of play. It just don't look like. I don't know. It don't look prepared at all. That's just my opinion. All right, man. JF, man, much love, bro. Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate y'all.
You already know, bro.
Win or loss, go Birds. See y'all.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Fly Eagles fly. See y'all.
Yes, sir.
Rick, I don't know. Do you think Scatterboo is like a third down back, or do you think he's like an actual, or you think he's just a flat out like a normal the ball every down back?
Scatterboo is a workhorse, bro. You can give him the ball. You don't get that many. I know college is different from the NFL, right? But I always say, the NFL, the running back is the easiest position to replace on the football field. You know what I mean? Like, and what he did in college, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how he played. That's his strength, breaking tackles, running through dudes or around. He got speed too. You know what I mean? So he power, strength, speed. You know what I'm saying? He a good running back, bro. Like he's definitely could be. I'm not about to put him out there just as a short yardage guy. When the game is started, if I was on the Giants or he was on my team and with the Eagles, we're gonna start with him. We're gonna start with him. We're gonna set the tone right now. Because I know he gonna run through whatever gap extremely hard, and it's gonna be physical. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you know what? He like Marshawn Lynch. He kind of like Marshawn Lynch, bro.
Yeah, but it's like he ran a 4.65, bro, in the 40.
That don't mean nothing. That's the listen.
I know. It don't mean a lot. Like if he's a good football player, he's a good football player.
Listen,
I'm not saying that means that's it all end all. I'm definitely not. I'm a Steph Curry fan, so clearly,
that combine shit. Turn the tape on. What the tape say? And when your adrenaline's pumping, he ain't running no 4.65 when that adrenaline pumping. You know what I'm saying? He ain't. When he leaving dudes in leaving dudes in the open field in college, them safeties running 4.4s and they ain't catching them. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't mean nothing. Scatterbo a dog, bro. He a dog. He a dog. But listen, though, let's go to these Sunday picks, though, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the record right now?
Oh yeah, what's the record? Because I got the last win.
Yes, you did. We ain't even get to hold on. Because we ain't did a whole lot, man. We ain't even been able to. 3-2 still. It's 3-2.
Oh, 3-2, huh?
Yeah, because we only bet.
But I thought it was 3-2 before, and then I got that.
No, you got the dub, and that's what made it 3. Cause remember, I had 4-1. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's 3-2," and we haven't made no bets since then. We haven't made no bets.
We made that
What? Oh, here we go, right here. Here we go, right here. The Jets, Miami. Who won that game?
Miami.
Sure,
I took Miami.
you did take Miami. I took the Jets. Yeah, that's because we just fucking just said, I see, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't fucking like. And then,
that was the last. That was
yeah,
the last one.
we both so it's 3-3. We both took Denver. We both took Denver over Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? You was towing the line and shit. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But listen, let's go to these bets one time. You know what I mean? These weekend games, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me pull the schedule up, man. Pull the schedule up. I wanted to go into Sunday watching the game all relaxed because my team won Thursday. You know what I mean?
That's me. I'm gonna be stressing out, man. I hope Lamar Jackson can play, man. I don't think he's gonna be playing.
Yeah. Yes, listen, and I mean Houston opened y'all ass up like motherfucking, oh my God. I mean, they spread y'all ass out like a fucking female legs, nigga. They ran all in 44. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the Rams
I think we're on pace to have the worst defense of all time at the moment.
All right, so look,
it's legit. Like legit.
No,
legit.
listen, Jordan, listen. You ain't shit. We was in them conversations in 2023. So welcome, motherfucker. We had it too. Now it's your turn.
No,
so,
I don't know about maybe, but I mean the absolute worst.
Jordan,
I'm not talking about third.
Okay, look, go do your research on this. Go do your research and come back to me. And they was talking about us about the worst defense, possibly the worst defense of all in 23. Real talk. I had to listen to it. I had to listen to what people were saying.
I mean, we was already on. I think we were, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the second most points conceded in the first 2 games.
I'm not doubting it. All I'm telling you is we was in that category as well, nigga. So you ain't the only one. It was a couple years ago, but shit, now it's your turn. So look, you got the Broncos and the Jets. They in London. Broncos, Jets. I'm taking Broncos.
I got the Broncos.
Okay, boom. Browns, Steelers.
I'll take the Steelers. Gabriel's in there.
Gabriel. I don't see the Brown. Yeah, I take the Steelers.
It's at Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, it's at Pittsburgh. Chargers, Dolphins. Give me Chargers.
Where's that game?
It's in Miami. You want the Dolphins?
I'm gonna go back to that.
Okay. All right. Pat Saint, New England, the Saints. Give me New England.
New England, easy.
Rams, Ravens. Give me Rams. You got the Ravens. I know you still believe in your team.
I do not got the Ravens. Without Lamar, I got the Rams.
I got you for the Ravens. Don't worry about it.
I got the Rams. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Cardinals, Colts. Give me Colts, man. Give me Colts. Who you rocking with?
Yeah, I got the Colts. Easy. What?
Oh, my man. Yeah. What's up, boy? All right, back to this. Look, Cardinals, Colts. Yeah, definitely. You got who? Who you got the Colts?
Yeah, I got the Colts.
You got the Colts too. Seahawks, Jags. Give me Seahawks, man. Man.
I got. Oh, so who's the Seahawks? Is that my boy?
It's in Jackson.
That my boy Sam Darnold? Is that my boy Sam?
Yeah, that's Sam.
Yeah, you know I go with my man Sam. You know I can't go against him.
All right,
Jaguars on that one.
I picked them to lose last week against the Bucks though. Cowboys, Panthers. Give me the boys, man. Yeah.
Cowboys.
Okay, yeah, I'll take them. Titans, Raiders. Jesus Christ.
Raiders. Oh my God, I'll take the Raiders.
The way Gino look, man.
The
God.
way Gino look is terrible, but I like Tennessee. They
Yeah.
ain't much better, brother.
I think they're gonna make give me the Raiders. I don't think give me the Raiders, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I think he gonna outdo the rookie Cam Ward. I think so. 49ers Buccaneers. Woo! Twan said they taking this dub. He said they're
You know
taking
who
this
I'm
dub.
going with. You
Yeah.
know
I
who I'm going with.
listen. This one is a tough one for me because what I'm looking at is I know how the 49ers looked, you know what I mean, the last time they played with Mac Jones. You feel what I'm saying? And Kyle Shanahan is calling the plays and all of that too. Now, shit, the Bucks do look good. Not Mike Evans, but Ibuka, you know what I mean? Sterling Shepard, Cade Otton, Rashad White, Bucky Irvin. They got weapons out there, bro. You know what I mean? But man. I might have to go with the Bucks at home. Bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
This nigga.
Bengals, Packers. Give me Packers.
Yeah, the Packers.
If they had a Cleveland
Flacco
going,
might be in there. Flacco might be in there.
Flacco gonna be in that motherfucker. He gonna be in there. You know what I mean? With his, hey, listen, maybe he might do good with Jamar and T. Higgins. Who knows? Maybe they can make cover the spread. Who knows? But I'm still taking the Packers to win that game, and I think it's okay that we doing that because they're a better team. Lions Chiefs Sunday night football. Lions
I might
Chiefs.
go Chiefs.
All right, I'll go
I
Lions.
want to go Detroit because
I'll go Lions just cause.
No, I want to go Detroit, but it's because I low-key want to go Detroit because I want Kansas City to lose, so it makes it easier for Lamar Jackson and them boys.
So you going KC?
But I just feel that I think that they can make, if they can get to the quarterback, it's going to be hard for Goff, and that's just the only problem with Goff because you already know if you get to Jared Goff, it's going to be like he's going to give that ball away. But it's just if you don't, he'll light your ass up.
Right.
So that's the question.
Give me Detroit, man. I'm taking Detroit to win in KC.
Yeah, Detroit playing good ball.
Hurry up, man. You still got to go. Come on, what's up?
I'm gonna go.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna go Detroit.
This motherfucker, man. All right, man. That's it, man. All right.
I'm gonna go Miami though. I'm gonna go Miami.
And you going Miami?
I'm gonna go Miami.
Okay. Bet. All right. Bet good, nigga. Let's move on. Let's transition to the.
Wait. Buffalo, Atlanta.
That's a Monday night game. No, we can talk about that Monday. But you want to go now? Go ahead. I got Buffalo, nigga. You can do it now.
Yeah, I got Buffalo too, and I got is thing playing in that other game. Chicago, Washington is.
Jaden Daniels is playing. Yes, he's playing.
He's playing.
Yeah. Give me the Commanders.
I got the Commanders too.
All right, man. So let's move on. Let's transition to the NBA. Now, my man Jordan he say he ain't a Warriors fan. All right, I get that. He's Steph Curry.
Why we going Steph first? I thought we was going Lakers. What you talking about?
Whoa. I know you ready to get this off your chest.
No, we going Lakers first.
You've been brewing for this. This has been brewing, so I'm just, going with the Warriors since we already brought it up, and I'm not going to turn around because you want to put it in reverse and we already went on the highway, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he's a Steph Curry fan, who he happens to play for the Warriors, which means that when the Warriors are playing on television, that's who he is rooting for. So as long as Steph Curry is there, he is rooting for the Golden State Warriors. That's what he's doing. But they did pick up a good piece in Al Horford this offseason. And my man Jordan used to talk about they lack size and rebounding and things like that. Al Horford is a guy that can also stretch the floor and shoot threes. We'll see what he's doing in ball. You know what I'm saying? Is he the missing piece to the Warriors winning the NBA title this season? Jordan, talk to me. I already know what you're going to say.
No. Listen. No. Listen. When we're fans, you just tend to just say a bunch of madness and you just go on, right? But I've already said last year, I already thought last year we could have won last year if Steph didn't get hurt, and I wholeheartedly believe that because we could have beat Minnesota, no doubt about that, and we already match up well against OKC. But this year, bringing Al Horford, bringing back GP, bringing back DeAnthony Melton, getting Kaminga back. This is big moves, man. Plus, we got a shooter in Seth Curry in there too, which is Curry's brother, and he also is a good defender for his size and all that as well. He ain't no pushover defensively. Um, I love the Al Horford pickup, man. The Al Horford pickup. We got a big that obviously can stretch the floor. He can also play that Draymond role. If we want to go and have Draymond not in the lineup, you understand? So we have a bit better shooting, and then we can have him at the 5, and then you can pop in uh a Jimmy Butler. You can pop in a Moses Moody. You can pop in, even a Kaminga. You know what I'm saying? You can pop in a Buddy Hield. You understand? And we have shooters around with Steph Curry and them boys. Amazing. He's an amazing read and react player. Al Horford, amazing. And also, I think it's very important. He's an actual big that is not like a young big that we usually have nowadays. That doesn't really understand the motion offense running with Steph Curry and them boys. So I think it's a beautiful, beautiful pickup. Do I think we can win a championship? I think we have. It's gonna be one of those things where things are gonna have to really go our way. I wouldn't put us as the top team there. I would still have OKC the top team. You understand what I'm saying? And you might have you could say Houston, but Houston since they left with what's his name, I don't see them. It's gonna be I really don't see them as that top team. Maybe Denver. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have Jokic. Jokic is just a problem. You understand what I'm saying? He's always gonna have it there. So, but I think now that we've always had problems with big situations. So having Al Horford is something that we can go big now when you can have the Al Horford and you can have Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is big for us. Big, 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 big. Plus, he can stretch the floor. That's going to help with the spacing. And it's not just spacing. He's going to help with. Remember when we was back in 2015, we had Andrew Bogut, who was a player that was able to have the ball at the top of the key, make read and react decisions, can set great screens. He's a great passer. He just couldn't shoot. So add that on top of that, you put in Al Horford, who's I would say similar type of player. I would say Bogut may be a better shot blocker, but Al Horford's a more of a smart defender, a smart player that can make those same reads. So I think it's a perfect fit, perfect match. And I think we're one of the best teams in the West. I would say we're a top 3, top 4 team in the West. So we have a chance to get to the finals. I don't know about winning it, but we have a big chance. The next thing I would have to say, honestly, Big Mike, is Kaminga. So I don't know whether, because that friendly contract that we got with him, are they going to move that and get more pieces in January, or are we going to keep Kaminga? You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what's going to happen. You feel what I'm saying? But I think Kaminga, you already know it's like he's a. Does he fit with that offense? Does he fit with them? You know what I'm saying? With the shooting on top, because we don't know. He's a great player. He can attack the basket. He's athletic, but it's up here that I have with Kaminga. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? And if he is to excel in this year and take those steps, then that's big because then are we gonna keep him or are we gonna trade him and maybe get a different type of piece that we might need? You understand what I'm saying? So that also is dependent on what I'm saying, winning a championship too. Because if we trade him and we get some big piece, I'll be like, hey yo, Big Mike, we're gonna win. But just depends on. I think that's gonna really depend on how he excels this year. I think it's gonna be a big, big thing because we have him and Jimmy Butler, who's our third guy. You understand what I'm saying? That can kind of get a bucket. So I'm feeling good right now. So I would say we a top 3, 4 team in the West. I wouldn't say winning a championship. I think we're one of the teams that could be there. But I'm not just gonna be like we gonna win like 2017. You understand what I'm saying? Or 2018. That's not what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said. I think y'all are one of the best teams in the West. You know what I'm saying? They got the veterans. I mean, pretty much a veteran team. It's a winning culture. You know what I'm saying? Al Horford is not going to make your team worse. You know what I'm saying? He can still defend a little bit. You know what I mean? He's saying he out there, just covering the whole perimeter, but he going to work hard. He gonna work
Yep.
hard, like you said. Draymond can sit down. He can play. You can play the Draymond role. Had the ball at the top of the key. Steph coming off screens, so whoever making the right read, things like that. Yeah, man, it's good. But a lot of things gonna have to go your way. Like I said, I agree with everything you said. If as far as like I was gonna be funny and say a lot of things going your way, like them injuries every time y'all go into the motherfucking finals and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just talking shit, but yeah, man, I think y'all be good, bro. He ain't gonna make y'all worse. Y'all can be better. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's some talent out there, man. You got Denver, you got OKC, you got Houston, you got they got the Mavs out here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a good conference. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough, but shit, y'all got the winning culture out there. Y'all got the good coaching. Continuity, got good coaching, you know what I'm saying? And I got hopefully Jimmy Butler can stay upright for y'all because y'all was 25 and 26 for the man got there. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully he can stay upright. I know that he getting older, Steph getting older, you know what I mean? So hopefully y'all can stay healthy, stay up. Al Horford might be the oldest on the team, ain't he? 38, 39?
Yeah, he's the oldest on the team.
The oldest on the team. So yeah, but he might not have to do, you know what I mean, a whole lot, you know what I mean? I don't mean maybe not.
End of game situations. I think it's gonna be situational. End of game, you can have him in the game, and depending on who we play.
Yeah, he may start some games. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, I think y'all look good though. So we'll see how the season play out. You know what I'm saying? And see how things go. You know what I mean? I got y'all. Y'all play the Lakers first. I got y'all winning that game. You know what I mean? Because obviously we know that LeBron James is gonna be out 3 to 4 weeks with a sciatica injury. You know what I mean? That's weakness and numbness and stuff in the back, glutes area, and the legs and things like that. You know what I mean? We all know LeBron is going to be 41 this year. You know what I mean? But do we think the Lakers could get off to a hot start without LeBron? And my answer to that is I just don't think so, bro. If we're being realistic here, I don't have. I'm like you. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron, but I'm rooting for the Lakers. You know, anytime he out there, unless they going against my Sixers. You feel what I'm saying? Anytime LeBron play my Sixers, catch this motherfucking L. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't realistically, bro. I don't think so. You know what I mean? I mean, you look at their schedule, the first 10 games, and I'm assuming that's what LeBron is going to miss 10 games or maybe a little less. Who knows? Depending on how he feels, or maybe a little more after he's reevaluated. You know what I mean? They got Golden State to start off. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to beat them without a LeBron James. We talk about size. When you used to talk about size. Well, Lakers, their size is gone when they got rid of Anthony Davis. You know, I came out here and said I did not like the trade. I love Luka Doncic. I love him with all of my heart. You know what I'm saying? That like that was one of the guys I said when LeBron, I got my Sixers all day long, right? But if I want to ride with another guy, when LeBron James is gone, I'm riding with Luka. That's my dog. I love Luka. I just don't like the trade to the Lakers. I don't love it, and I'm still standing on it. The size is going to be a factor. We got Minnesota the second game. That's the same team that we lost to in the first round, 4-1, and Julius Randle out here looking like fucking Kevin Garnett in his fucking prime. With Anthony Davis out there, he's shutting that shit the fuck down. He ain't going out there giving you 27 and 10 on Anthony Davis throughout a series. You know what I'm saying? Just manhandling shit, manhandling the boards, all of that. You know what I mean? Minnesota, they coming back too. You got Sacramento. They're a pretty good team. They can shoot it. They can get out in transition. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, still got DeMontis Sabonis, Malik Monk. You know what I mean? Portland, all right, they get that. Minnesota again, Memphis, Miami, Portland again, Spurs, Atlanta. This is not no bullshit-ass first 10 games. And you don't have a LeBron, that's 24.5 points. That's defense. He's still playing defense at a high level. That's rebounds. That's playmaking. Like, you're going to miss all of that. And is the Lakers going to are they shooting better? So is they going to make up for it with shooting? Absolutely not. That's another small guy. Somebody going to be in there. It's another big guy is he considered a big? No. You know what I mean? But that's LeBron. No. I don't believe it. I don't believe what he going to do. I don't believe in him. He gives me nothing to sneeze at. Nothing.
He's a 15, 17, and 10 guy.
He can be all of that. What I need you to bring asset to this motherfucking Lakers team. I tell you what, he got all opportunity to show it. Game 1 is October 21st. He got all opportunity because he's gonna have plenty. Ain't no LeBron. Ain't gonna be no LeBron. So let's see how he's active in that pick and roll. Let's see if he's active in playing defense. Let's see if he's active in rebounding. Let's see what DeAndre Ayton is going to bring. I ain't talking. And don't come out here after no one game saying, yeah. No. I need to see this throughout. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So he got a chance to show whatever he did, 15. Let's see his addition. Is he going to be an asset or is he going to be a liability? Because I know he was the number 1 overall pick and he can't keep it home. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see what he does when the season starts. I don't believe in him. I don't have high expectations for the Lakers, bro. I don't. If Anthony Davis was still here, all right, cool. We can work off some shit. But I didn't look. No, bro. No, I don't. Luka, I love him, but this is not. This is
Shit,
not.
if it was Anthony Davis on his one way without LeBron, it'd be worse.
No, 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 no,
I
no, no.
got Luca. Luca
No,
can
no,
carry a
no,
team.
listen, listen, listen. I'm not talking. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about, and I said I don't have no high expectations for the Lakers. I said if this was Luca, I'm not Luca, LeBron and AD still together, we still got size and shit. I would have some expectations, but I don't have any. We got Anthony Davis. I mean, we got DeAndre Ayton. We still can't shoot the ball like that. You feel what I'm saying? LeBron's gonna be a year older, headed to 41. You know, he's still playing good, but that shit means something. You know what I'm saying? So I look and hey, hopefully we can do good. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can do good. You know what I mean? But I don't think they can get out to a hot start. A hot start is 7-3 or better. You know what I mean? 6-4 is not a hot start, and most definitely 5-5 is not. So I don't know. I don't think so.
This is a decent schedule in the beginning, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's, you know what I'm saying? I don't think so. And then when LeBron come back, you got to know, everybody still has LeBron James. You know, they still want the standard. They want the 25-year-old, the 30-year-old LeBron James standard. They expected him to, if let's just say the Lakers let's just say they were 3-7. I'm not saying that's what it's going to be, but let's just say when LeBron come back in, they're going to expect him to just take off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I think it's gonna be rough. I think it's gonna be rough. You know what I mean? But hey, I could be wrong. I'm hoping I am wrong.
Mm. Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, I think with Luca, I think you're always gonna be steady. You know what I'm saying? I can maybe see a 500 type of record leading. The first. Because Luca's always gonna be able to give, like, bro. He's played with less talent and
yeah,
he's able to at least keep a team above. So, he's one of the best offensive players that we've seen in this game. You know what I mean? So, one of the best playmakers as well. So I think him alone can kind of keep you afloat, if that makes sense. And then you add a LeBron James, which puts you a bit over. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're just saying, a hot start, I don't see, but I can see at least staying afloat start.
that defense gonna be
With
going on
Luca.
with that
Pardon?
defense. What that defense in LA gonna be looking like? Rim protection, all that. With that, like, I'm just, man. Hopefully so, bro. I believe in Luca. You know what I mean? But hey, I said hot. The question is hot start. You know what I'm saying? It's not, can we stay afloat?
Well, I just said I don't think you can. I don't think you're gonna do. It's not gonna be a hot start, 100%. I think you're gonna stay afloat though. I think it's gonna be a good
five and
500
five,
type of record.
five and five,
Like this,
4-6.
6-4, 5-5, 4-6. Could be something like this. That's fine.
I could respect that. If it was 4-6, I could respect that. I could respect that record. I could do that. I could do that. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, as far as the Sixers is concerned, I know I don't have it on here, but I just be talking about it before we get up out of here. Like I told you last night, I just want to see health, bro. I don't have no health. I want to get through a season, bro. Let's just play good. Let's just get through a season. That's it. I don't know. We don't know how much Joel Embiid gonna play. You know what I mean? You know how I feel about Paul George. I do not like him at all. I do not. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't doing nothing when he was healthy for us at all whatsoever. At all. So I mean, hopefully, you know what I mean, we can get it together in Philly, bro. But if not, hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. And whatever that is, go ahead and do it.
Hey, listen. This is kind of that just came across my mind because I'm watching the WNBA finals.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get on that. So hurry up.
Yeah, well, that's in 30 minutes. So what do you worry about? But anyway,
Yeah, I got shit to do.
This is the big question because Asia Wilson's doing certain things.
That's my girl.
Is she? Do you consider her GOAT if she wins?
Well, considering
because I seen it on Shannon Sharp thing talking about she's the GOAT no matter what. But I'm like, bro, Maya Moore played like 7 seasons and won 4 championships.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And she's still on her. Asia's on her 2 with 4 MVPs, Defensive Player of the Years. She has quite a bit of stuff. So I'm not sitting there acting like it's, she's not up there. But do you consider her? Will you consider her the GOAT player if she wins, or you saying she needs a bit more?
Did she win the MVP this year?
Yeah, 4-time MVP, I think.
Oh, okay. Did she win Defensive Player of the Year this year?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So she won this motherfucking finals this year. On top of that, hold on. So she did something else.
What?
I want to know, did she do anything? Hold on. Did she do something else? Shit.
Blocks.
All I know is this, man. Asia Wilson it wouldn't be no Las Vegas Aces without Asia Wilson for sure. Let's make that very
That's a
you know
fact.
what I mean? And 17 game win streak that they put on. You feel what I'm saying? You know, the defensive player of the year, the league MVP, you know what I mean? The dominance that she puts on for the Las Vegas Aces, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be clear and go out there and win another championship this year. You know what I mean? I definitely think that puts her up there in the GOAT conversation. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna sit up here and just say, oh, she's just flat out the GOAT. You know what I mean? Because I gotta look into it some more. Let me look into see what else Maya Moore. And I'm going off the top of my dome real quick. You know, like what else Maya Moore has done. We know Maya Moore is dog. Would you say the competition is better now? Would you say that in WNBA basketball? Because you
The
know the
thing is,
female,
I
the
think
female
there's more teams now, so that means it can be a bit how talent can be spread out more rather than when there was less teams, there'd be more players. You
mm,
know, if you have less players, that means the best players are more in. Better the best players are there.
yeah,
Not saying the best players aren't there now, but I'm saying you can spread them out a bit more with more players with more teams. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, this is what I'm gonna say. You know, the Las Vegas Aces are 30-14. What their regular season record? I mean, they went on the 17 game win streak to get that. You feel what I'm saying? Like to get that to be 30-14, and that's Asia Wilson. You know what I mean? I think you know they it's talented. It's talent. The female talent is getting better, bro. It's getting better. So it wasn't like they was out here just looked at as just the best team in the league because they was losing games they wasn't supposed to be losing too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they were yeah.
Asia Wilson out there every night doing what she do. Hit the game winner the other night. You know the game winner. You see her out there, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I think I know we got Candace Parker, you know what I mean? She did her thing and all of that too. You feel me? But I just think, you know, it's more talent in the league. You know what I'm saying? I think the competition is steeper. You know what I'm saying? And Asia Wilson is just dominating shit. And she definitely deserves, if not but to be in that conversation for sure. It's not even that can't even be debatable. Like
Yeah, I think she's in the conversation.
how much more does she got? I mean, the WNBA been around 29 years and you got two, maybe possibly three of the championships in those 29 years, 28 years, and four WNBA MVPs and two or three defensive player of the years. And like it's been around for motherfucking not less than 30 years. You feel what I'm saying? So there's no way you're gonna tell me she's not up in that conversation.
No, she's there for sure. I
For
agree,
sure.
she's there.
For
I
sure.
agree, she's 100%. She's there.
I mean, to me personally, they're not the Phoenix is not about to win four straight.
No,
They're not about to do that. This if they and I mean, you know, it would be easy for somebody to say we have 3-0 and we're gonna win. Yeah, of course. But I'm saying like they're not gonna beat the Aces 3 times in a row. They're not. You know what I'm saying? So this would be championship number 3, and she's gonna be Finals MVP again.
yeah,
You feel me? Like, what are we talking about? What is
yeah.
she not done?
She
And
is
she not, yeah, and she,
two-time WNBA champion,
yeah, and she not,
one-time Finals MVP,
yeah.
four-time WNBA MVP, three-time WNBA Defensive Player of the Year, four-time All-Star, five-time All-NBA,
Come on, dog.
one-time All-NBA second team, four-time All-NBA Defensive second team, one-time NBA Defensive second team,
Yeah, and she came in the league 2018, bro. This is year
scoring
7.
champion 2 times, block leader 5 times.
Come on, dog. This is year 8. All of
And
that.
Maya Moore in her 2011 to 2018, so 7 years or 8 years, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
4-time champion. That's crazy. 50% of the time she won. That's crazy. WNBA Finals MVP, WM 2-time. What WNPA MVP? That's something different. 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA All-Star Game MVP, 5-time first team, 2-time second team, 2-time NBA All Defensive second team, steals leader,
Yeah,
scoring leader. So she did that, and she was like one of the best players in the league. Damn
yeah,
near every year she's been in the
for
league.
sure. As is Asia Wilson. You feel me? So
Yeah,
that
she's just
conversation
yeah,
is
yeah.
there, baby. Like it's. I'm sorry, and Asia Wilson ain't done. She not done. You know what I mean? So we shall see, man. But look, man, let's go ahead and get.
Yeah, and there's one thing and the thing is, and I hope people don't do this, and I'm glad we talking about this because fuck it, because we don't really talk about ever since it's been a while since we talked about some WNBA stuff, but I know she stopped for reasons. You know what I'm saying? My more like she stopped for certain reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Don't doubt that, but I'm not just gonna put her over. If she played less years and she's done that in the less time. If Asia Wilson continues to stack up her stuff, she gonna be over her.
Yeah.
She gonna be over her.
Or if not,
And I'm not just gonna do the thing because you stop playing and
yeah, that's your
you
fault.
know that yeah that like that you should just be over somebody.
Yeah.
No, no,
You had
no.
a different calling. And Asia
Yeah.
Wilson's calling is continue busting ass on the court.
But yeah. So I'm gonna give it to Asia Wilson if she continues. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Next year, if she does it again, then yeah, she's better than mine more. Damn near she could be better now, to be fair, because
That's
she
what I'm
has
saying.
more
It,
MVPs.
could- it could be now. You feel me? It just
It could
depends
be
on
now.
yeah, depending on where people, where you how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is, man. It is
Yeah.
what it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? And
That's
it's
my
not a
girl,
shot
though.
at Jordan. It's not a shot at Jordan saying, oh, because he stopped playing, but I give knowing being playing in a sport, like, yo, bro, if you are playing and continuously playing, like I give credit to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like what LeBron does. I like, bro, 20 something years, 17 years playing continuously,
Mm-hmm.
being on top, taking a break and getting back to it. That's hard too now, but bro, if you continuously getting butt and you doing it, bro, I'm gonna give it to Asia. If she keeps doing this, she can be the GOAT, bro. She can be
Yeah,
the GOAT.
yeah. All right, man. Let's get up out of here, man. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Let's watch some college football. Let's watch some baseball tonight. Let's watch some college football this weekend and NFL. You feel me? Hopefully, all y'all teams win. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go out there and get a dub this weekend and come back next week feeling good. You feel me? But listen, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. That's our show for the day, and we gone.